Good day, good evening, good wherever you are, but wherever it is, I hope you're warm to Speed Gaming, and here is the Enemizer tournament featuring AryaStark and tjjoll. This is game number 3 in a best of 2 series, excuse me, and it's winner take all here. The loser will have to go home, but the winner will get to advance in the Enemizer tournament of 2024. My name is TJ Maelstrom. I will be your commentator today, and my tracker is Poolfloat G. So shout outs to Poolfloat G for doing the tracking for all of us tonight, to keep me on my toes. I'm sure to get out of breath a few times here and there, so bear with me here. It's a solo commentary. It is pretty difficult. I will try to keep my breath under control. Apologies for the late start. We had a little bit of waiting for the runners to get ready, so we're about to get going here, so hopefully we'll have a good race here tonight. I'm just gonna cozy up with my cup of hot cocoa right here. I am also trying to stay warm today. A little bit of nutmeg brings it all together. All right, we should be beginning momentarily here. And if tjjoll's referred to as TJ, not to be confused with TJ, about 5 seconds from now, and away we go. A hammer in Link's house and a blue blocker in Sanctuary. We got some disparity going already. Did not quite see what those dungeon prizes were. They look like a lot of pendants. Resync here, and let's get going. All right, I see green pendant in Eastern, red pendant in Desert Palace, and I think that was a red crystal in Tower of Hera. Uh-oh. Yeah. Hammer or no hammer, those things are a pain in the neck. You're going to want to avoid those. Oh, come on. You got to get all the money. Let's not do this here. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, Madonna me. Good luck. Oh, tjjoll takes an early first death about 1 minute in. You're going to see a lot of that happening until we get the ball rolling here. These are advanced dungeon enemies in a very early game tight corridor. And attacking them is not exactly going to do a lot of good. It may be a while before we get this chest, and AryaStark is just deciding it's not even worth trying. Arya is taking a trip into Hyrule Castle, see if we can get anything down there. Get some speed races down there on tjjoll's side. It's a very red overworld here. Oh, that thief! That was hilarious. Highwayman. Yeah, you get the money. Oh, I got a bottle. That's going to be handy for a trip to Kakariko. Some arrows in the Lost Woods drop down. And so far we haven't really seen very much in the way of resources yet, which I imagine is why neither have begun their trip to Kakariko. There's a bomb off of Astolfos. That's handy. All you need is 1. Get the ball rolling. Wise of AryaStark to go into the top section of the room, recognizing that the hammer is much easier to deal with on a downswing. TJ is striving into Kakariko without any resources at all. It's making a beeline for the shop. With a quick stop here, maybe you won't need to spend any cash. Oh, I would have almost rather the ball and chain guard than this. Oh, just get a pot. Just get a pot. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, all right. There you go. And a map. So there's still a couple of things in this dungeon over here. tjjoll, picking up some bombs, has some resources. Oh, Chicken Nut's always a fun adventure in this mode. Just pick up the pot. Just pick up the pot. Yeah, never mind. Got the job done. Let's see what we have in here. $50. Get that money. Lionel's in the overworld. Woohoo! What an ambush! That guy is my hero right there. Here I am idolizing criminals. Tisk tisk, TJ Maelstrom. Tisk tisk. Moon Pearl on the well. Oh, this Diddy Kong Racing MSU is so bizarre. Flashbacks of my brother and his friends playing this game while I'm trying to sleep. Oh, just go down the well. You get your bombs there, huh? Yeah. Well, it's only gonna fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Now to get past this Lionel. Good luck, you'll need it. Hiding in the bushes. Clever girl. I'm pretty much going to blindside kind of in tandem. Big money down here. And there's that bottle that AryaStark would probably be glad to have. If not for the one in Hyrule Castle. Book. Alright, that doesn't mean anything. That just means maybe this Pendant Desert is worth doing. Use your hammer. Come on. Just use the hammer. Fine. Whatever. Get that book. Go ahead. Go read. Read a book. Bombos. It's the most worthwhile thing I've seen on that bottle in there in some time. Kid. Health insurance premium. These bills, they just keep going up, you know? Getting sick is a full-time job. Well, look, bottles. We don't have any of those. TJ is just going right into the race game here. Not going to waste any time scouting it. Or perhaps is going to waste time doing it. We shall see. There's no keys shuffled in this mode. Welcome to the adventure. That's a heart container. You're going to want that. Probably going to want that. This early in the game, yeah. You've already taken some untimely deaths and left the chest behind, but you don't know your opponent has also had the same thing happen. So try to keep that chest in the back of your mind, everybody. It may be necessary later down the line. Alright, well, AryaStark is going back to the well, having recently acquired some newly found resources purchased. Going to be disappointed to find bombs down here. The Uncle Chest. Oh boy, that's a tough room with the hammer. Yes, the Uncle Chest has been uncollected. Uncle has been collected. The Uncle Chest is guarded by two pokies in a very narrow corridor. looks really, really oppressive. Very oppressive. I think Arya Stark is also going to Mini Moldrum Cave. Let's see if Arya has better luck in here than TJ did. Might be more prudent to actually use your bomb resources here. It might be a little safer, if less accurate. Whoa, boy. All right. Well, looks like Arya is opting for that route. Oh, my goodness. Okay. No, don't use the hammer. Okay. Okay, well, made it further than TJ did. And another heart container for TJ. That's good. We are having a lot of trouble staying alive. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother. Desert octopus looks a lot more prominent when the desert is pink. Ah, what is with this Pepto-Bismol Overworld? Oh, gosh. Ugh. It's gross. It's gross. I would say it makes my stomach crawl, but it is Pepto-Bismol. And you know what that's supposed to do. Sure looks like it. Anyway, we're in Desert Palace. We got this book early. Let's see if we can do anything in here. This chest will tell the part of the story, I guess. That's a big key. Here in this very normal-looking Desert Palace. That's a shame that Berna is there. I'm very, very certain both runners would really, really want that right now. Even though our magic meters are empty. Oh boy, of course it's a small key in the big chest. Well, it had to be, actually. Now that I think of it. Careful, careful. Careful. Woohoo, woohoo. Pilot the bombardier, pilot the bombardier. Oh, this room is fun. You're going to want that. There you go. So, anybody interested in learning how to do Enemizer? Enemizer is kind of like a pure randomizer mode. Whereas, oh my god, really? There's nothing here? Sheesh. Where you're constantly adapting and readapting to new things that are popping up. I think that was a Helmasaur? I think I saw Helmasaur pop up in the compass. Yeah. So Helmasaur confirmed in desert, but we may not see that. This is a pendant dungeon? But the other item is on that boss. And all we need to put that in logic is a glove and a fire source, and we're there. Yes, there's no key that's being bootlocked right now. So neither runner has had real success getting through a lot of the troublesome areas in this. There's been some really oppressive enemies in some very early locations that have been... Well, that was a weird-looking Stalfos. Just came rushing on the room. Didn't look like it fell from the sky. That perspective was all off. Anyway, looks like TJ is going to have another go at this. Now knows what to expect, so maybe better prepared for it this time. Wisely going past them and swinging downwards. So bombs can hurt these things in their resting spots, but the hammer cannot. All right, we're 3 out of 4, almost there. Don't swing upwards. Might be too close. We got him. Okay. So Mini Moldrum Cave is finally getting collected. High five. We got another 20. Get the money. It's 2 shields. Damn. That's got to be disappointing. Heck, I'm disappointed. Boo! Boo! Alright, so we do have a Moon Pearl, so it's possible we can sequence break into the waterfall here, but fake flippering in this mode kind of dangerous. Let's see what we got into Hospital's Hut. We got more bombs, we got a heart piece, and we got more money. Wow, this is a very, very stingy seed with a lot of oppressive things in the early game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's Boots sitting over in AryaStark Cave. TJ's gonna have that for a lot longer than Arya is, because Arya is making his way into Eastern Palace. So that Boots opens up one more thing for us in Bonk Rocks, as well as, well, now that Burna is possible. As well as this water walk, which makes fake flippering a lot safer. And nothing really in this waterfall fair that could help right now. But yeah, I'd definitely be thinking about getting that Cane of Burna back in Desert Palace. And it's an armor upgrade on the ledge. Oh boy. This seed is trolly. This seed is trollier than a package of gummy bears. Perhaps I should have said gummy worms. Anyway. Well, 10% discount off nothing. The heart was in the right place. Which is more than I can say about this seed. Because there's nothing but hearts in the wrong places. Alright, are we gonna... Oh, sheesh. Alright, we're gonna go to Eastern Palace. So far, nothing really here. Yes, it was. I had nothing but good intentions right now. And no, never get sugar-free gummy bears. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My goodness gracious. Please do not. If you get a snack responsibly. Alright, let's see what TJ does following this collection in Sahasra. Like, walking back out, that was something else happened in Eastern Palace, and I'm not quite sure what. It was dark, and there was a death, and now Arya is like, no thank you. Enemizer is really, really dangerous in the dark. If you are familiar with dark rooms, no you're not. I'm guessing there's like a roller or two. Like spike rollers, things like that. Alright, this looks like we're going back to Mini Moldrum Cave. What this... He said it'd be in a bottle. What? Yeah, he could have just used that the first time he was there. Ah, it was fine. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, good. That bee didn't exactly give up before. However, Arya is going to be very disappointed in this Mini Moldrum Cave. And hopefully makes his way to AryaStark Cave so we get those boots. Because the longer our opponents go where one of them has the boots and the other does not, that's going to create a big disparity between them. And it looks like that's not going to be the case because Arya is headed right there. Unless disaster strikes, and Enemizer is known for letting disaster strike. I'm dying to know what's in that secret passage. I'm dying to know what's there. I mean, it's probably nothing, but come on, it's fun to speculate, right? Like, neither of them got it. It's super important. It's like a glove or something, and something is in, you know, Desert Palace besides Berna, and blah, 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 you know. All right, Arya, probably relieved to get those boots, but probably not happy to see them this late when could have had them pretty much right away. That's a tough thing to get to in Enemizer 2. Also setting up a water walk. Let's see what Arya decides to do with it. Save the fish. Nope. Just going to leave it to die. All right. It's too bad. And a Trinex in Eastern Palace means we probably won't see that get done for a while. I did not see what was on that island. It looked like a glove. Just go. Just damage boost. Just, oh my gosh. I wonder, I almost feel like King of Berna is in logic for this chest. Oh boy. Alright, Arya wisely hopping out of the water. Don't want to get soft lock in this dangerous pathway to the unknown. And another heart piece inside the Bonk Rocks. So mysteries abound still. And at this point, I think that's it. That's the only thing we haven't done. So the next step is there. Something is there. We gotta get to this chest. We've done everything we can, in and out of logic. Well, okay, no, there's a little more. We could try to get to the back of escape, but it might not work depending where that key is. We have done desert checks. We know there's Can of Berna in there, and something on the boss, which we can't get to. There's no way we're doing that. There's no way we're getting to the back of escape. That is just not happening. Like, every rat is replaced with a roller. I said it was possible. I didn't say it was likely. I said it was possible. Leave me alone. I'm filling time. I have to talk about something that's not happening because nothing is. Right, because the key might not be back there. You know, there are two people racing this. Why am I in the hot seat? All right. Whoever put that landmine there is my hero. It's the best landmine I've ever seen in this game. All right. Tandem tries. Let's go. We got like bottles up the yin yang. Just okay. Just get close and just go. Don't back away. Get close. Right. Hippity hoppity bippity boppity. Like we're in the clear. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. It's a glove! Oh my gosh, it's super important. And that's Dark World access. Oh boy. Okay, well, with that, Arya pulls ahead and TJ has to go get that. Well, it's super important. We have to go do it. Indeed, that was called. Indeed. Oh, TJ got it there too. Great. Okay. We both got it. Now we can do the back of escape. What fresh hell is this? Oh, this isn't so bad. Wow! Treasures galore. See if you can beat that, Johnny Two Bombs. No. Oh, sword is nice. Boomerang is neat. Not quite the back of escape. And that confirms that the key is there, by the way, in the Dark Cross. So it indeed would have been possible. But improbable. And it looks like we have our other pendant over in Ice Palace. I did not see where the other red crystal is. Not for lack of trying. Oh, there's a random chicken. Look at the chicken. Again, did not see where the red one was. It's somewhere out there. TJ is rushing pod, maybe feeling like he's behind being late to that glove. Doesn't know that Arya was also late to that glove. Might be trying to pull out a miracle here. Swamp Palace is our second red crystal. Thank you! So now we have a solved seed and full information. TJ taking Kiki to Palace of Darkness. And some blue mail. That's going to be helpful. We know that our other mail is on the Zora ledge. Probably won't be getting... What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Enemies are so weird. Just random freaking heads popping out from all over the place. Oh, God, it's disgusting. Disgusting. Ugh. Alright, traditional key in the bottom of Palace of Darkness. We'll be able to do the bow-locked side, possibly, probably, but I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, if anything has changed, that the bow-locked side in Palace of Darkness here is still logically locked by the bow, despite not having things you need to kill with the bow. Thank you for confirming that. Lovely, wonderful tracker, Poolful G. I'm going to powder this magic bat. Oh, look, yellow spikes. You never see those in Enemizer. Alright, we have... It is a fire rod. Oh. AryaStark getting really paid off by taking the route that he did. Meanwhile, in Palace of Darkness, another heart container for TJ. And just keeps finding keys, because that's what you do in Palace of Darkness. You find keys. Taking a bit of a beating. Not opting to go get the hearts. Kind of dangerous. There's a lot of obstacles here in the way. Are you taking the long way into the Dark World here? Might opt for a trip into Skull Woods. It is something we can do. Possibly, depending on the boss. Did not see if that death was intentional on TJ's side. can't imagine it was. All right, looks like we are not opting for Skullwoods at this time. Get out of here, bony fish. Nobody likes you. All right, we are building a kind of a healthy surplus here. We are bulwarking our defenses quite a bit, so things are going to start getting a little less deadly. Just so far, just one heart container in this Palace of Darkness, that's all. And this is going to be a dark room, so good luck. You'll need it. I think that I see that little specter flying about. Good to know where that is. That's a high five. And the bug net, and the sea hut, and there's the map. So Palace of Darkness not really paying off for TJ here. A calculated risk that so far is not doing it. What if TJ believes that to be a small key in the Hellway? Arya is going to Thieves Town. What makes Thieves Town a completely different dungeon in Enemizer is that you don't have to go through the full dungeon if the boss is shuffled. You can just go into the boss room and there it'll be. Blind or no. Alright. TJ is going to drop into the back of Escape and get the treasure trove worth of cool stuff. There's your lamp. Arya's got to be relieved to see that. Whoa. Actual thieves in Thieves Town. Alright, let's see if AryaStark opts to go to full clear this aptly named dungeon right now. And looking to get this key, so probably not. Wow, that thing is being really impressive. Okay, well, here we go. Oh, it's blind. So Blind did not get the eviction notice. No script here today. Because we are definitely ad-libbing. Blind can't work under these conditions. You can find him in his trailer. Alright, taking some of the edge off using some Mario blocks. TJ getting the fire rod off of Magic Bat. And 10 arrows, so that leaves 2 items remaining in Thieves Town. Let's see what Arya decides to do. Arya is getting the heck out of there. Now this might be a Skullwoods play. Still no. Graveyard Ledge? Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb. Let's see what TJ opts to do. This looks like he's heading towards Skullwoods. At least he's trying. That mini Helmosaur is being really oppressive. Fat 20 and King's Tomb. We have full Death Mountain access, by the way, with that lamp. That is now in Logic. So far, no items in Skullwoods, and not a lot of offense here. No compass either, so we don't really know what we're facing. It may not be a possible boss. Could be an Argus. Could be a. I don't think it could be a Trinex. That's. Yeah, I don't think that could be the case. It could be Cold Stare, and I think Cold Stare might be a pretty doable boss right now. This Cold Stare disables the conveyor belt and it will take damage from the spikes. And we have bombos to break the shell. Still hurts like a truck, but I think of all the bosses right now, that is probably the easiest one. Other than maybe a Landmo or something. Early, or, well, not, I shouldn't say easiest. Moldorm would very much be easier than Cold Stare. Alright. Skullwood's looking a little light, but it's a crystal dungeon, needs to get done. Always gotta love it when you can drop that Samaria block on that thing. This looks a little vanilla for my tastes. Still looking for stuff. Oh, TJ is noping out. He's getting the heck out of here. That's an Argus. He must have scouted that. Okay, yeah. All right. Oh, that explains why TJ was no... What is that? Just random heads. That would be quite a travesty if that hookshot were back there. Looks like Arya is making the same decision. Well, the good news, or bad news, depending on who you're rooting for, or how you want this race to play out, is that Death Mountain is available to us. I think that's where Arya Stark is heading to now. Pretty sure TJ is going to want to opt to do Thieves Town. Let's see if he does more than Arya, and if there was anything worth doing down there. If yes, I'm going to take a look at Lumberjack. Very prudent decision. That is a 20. We will not need that. No need to climb Castle Tower for any reason. Alright, we are ascending towards Death Mountain now to reach the eventual apex at Tower of Hera and fight the Enemizer traditional Cold Stare sitting at the top of Tower of Hera. Meanwhile, TJ is going through Thieves Town. Another heart piece. Cool spin speed. Nice job. No dead rocks to worry about. Great. Good feelings. Good times. All right. TJ is going through the rest of the dungeon. So we have a full-on divergence here. We'll get to see if anything is here that's important. I think that was a 20 piece. I'll know in a minute. Arya is not going to get it. So yeah, probably was. I should note, by the way, that the Cane of Burna sitting on the Desert Palace torch is putting Spike Cave into logic right now. So hopefully that's something that our runners have remembered. Arya is putting a moratorium on Tower of Hera. There's a compass. I'll tell you it's blind. And just some $5 get the monies. Yeah, I think GFE took a death there. Not GFE. GFE, you've got me all messed up in chat now. TJ took a death. Taking all the attention off of everybody. Anyway, here we are in Paradox Cave. Yeah, that death was not intentional. Okay. Honestly, XKage, that is the least confusing thing about this, about doing this right now. That is the least confusing thing. Paradox is being really stingy. Very, very stingy. Hey, it's an ice rod. Wasn't there a Trinex somewhere? In Eastern Palace? Good lord. Well, they can have fun with this. This seed is cursed. This is a cursed seed. Ah! Oh boy. Okay, Enemizer. This seed is mega cursed. Smart move to boomerang through the door there. And we have... It's a shovel. Okay. Shoutouts to the Warriors references. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's very much else in Thieves Town. There's your big key. Alright, so Arya will not suffer from having opted to not do the back of Thieves Town. Meanwhile, TJ is slipping further and further behind here. Yeah, so sometimes you just have to burn a dude. Sometimes you just have to shoot a... You just have to shoot a red laser at something, you know? And blind is going down for TJ. Compass, we have... It's a Vitreous. Well, that's fun. Have fun with that one. Have a lot of fun with that. Good luck, you'll need it. The greatest spike trap of all time. Of all time. The greatest spike trap of all time. Oh, Arya is not even going to bother trying. There's really not much left. There's... Well, from Arya's perspective, Pod is undone. There's the pyramid and there's Catfish. Now, this looks like an excursion over that in that direction. I don't know if Arya is going to opt to go into Palace of Darkness here. Because I don't think TJ did it when he was shuffling through this area. If I remember correctly, he just made a beeline for Pod. So let's see what's on the pyramid. I think this is going to be our first look at it. Because we're going to need some help here. There's a flute. Okay. That's nice. But it doesn't help us kill any bosses. If anything, it'll help AryaStark get back to pod once this whole excursion is done. Something's gonna be in Spike Cave. Hey! Poor chicken. That chicken dude doesn't deserve that. This is minding his business. He just got a rock thrown at it. Nobody wants to rescue this fish. AryaStark hates animals. AryaStark hates animals. I said it. Alright, what's on catfish? Because this could potentially be game-changing. That is certainly the furthest thing from game-changing. Well, we're going to turn this flute on, and I imagine Arya is going to make a trip to pod. So there's really not that much we have left to do. There is an item in the back of Skullwoods, which may or may not be the hookshot. We have a shovel on Ether Tablet. We have a cane of Burna and one other thing inside Desert Palace. Then that cane of Burna gets us logical access to Spike Cave. And we have some tough bosses to face that are also possible. So we have some very difficult choices. It looks like AryaStark is making the pod choice, which we know to be the incorrect choice because of what TJ did earlier. Having come in here, and that thing went right over the hole. Wow. Enemies are cheaters. Oh, need I also mention, I guess that Trinex and Eastern is in logic now, huh? Is it in logic with just Fighter Sword, or is Hammer enough to put that in logic? I actually don't know. Oh boy. Oh, my hero, the Spike Trap, not pulling through today. And we do have that. We do have Hammer in 2 bottles. So I wonder if that's AryaStark's plan, is to go through this Palace of Darkness here, looking for any assistance, and then going to Eastern Palace to try to pull out something from that Trinex. And TJ is giving this Vitreous a good old college try. That is very much at low health already. One single mistake will end this entire attempt. So any double spin hits from the Fighter Sword is equivalent to a single hit with the Hammer. I'm not going to say anything about the progression of this, although if you do kill the eye, I believe it takes... I think it's either 15 or 30 something. Oh boy. Alright. Maybe you might want to take out one more eye, but if the big eye goes down, the rest of them go down with it. And the boss will be considered dead. So, TJ is one single mistake away from this endeavor just ending on complete failure. Well, AryaStark goes to Palace of Darkness. Alright, so that was a replacement key in that hallway, which TJ did skip, knowing that if... Oh, boy! Wanted a little to make this a little faster, and just took a death. That was a very solid attempt. I did not want to say if it was going well or not because I didn't want to put the commentator's curse on it, but just ended anyway. I think Arya is hammer jumping here to try to save a small key. That was another Trinex. Yeah, this Enemizer seed is very unfriendly. We're starting to amass some good defense, but our offense is still terrible. Terrible, terrible. What is the plural form of Trinex? Is it Trinexes or is it Trineces? AryaStark has forgotten a very important element. It's definitely on autopilot. TJ finishing a Paradox Cave and getting the no help that was in there. Alright. Arya has finished pod to maximum completion at this time. Let's see what happens. We're going back into Eastern. We're going to try that Trinex. And probably absolutely kicking himself about using that potion now. Absolutely kicking himself for using that potion. TJ is getting this burner. And may even finish Desert. Right? It's Trineces, right? Because the plural form of vortex is vortices. It would probably have the same grammatical pathway. Well, we know there's a Helmosaur in this dungeon, so it's doable. This time it's doable. Alright, now let's see what was so oppressive in this room this time. I don't see any rollers. In fact, I haven't seen any rollers this entire game. That's assuming the word Trinex is English. Sometimes you just gotta let this big dude do the work. Thanks for the assist, homie. Very annoying enemies today. There's a big key, as was foretold. Alright, so TJ is going to fight this Helmosaur in Desert Palace, which does have an item. And that's the last item out of Eastern Palace. So it looks like Arya is pushing through for the green pendant. Nice spin. That was flashy. We don't have good equipment for this fight, so TJ is going to have to either spin or do some hammer strats, and looks like is opting to spin. Watch out for that tail whip. The spin speed hammer extension with the full tail extension kill. Good job. Well done. And let's see what's on this Helmosaur here. We have Titan's Mitt. That is a very glove-lock glove. Sometimes you just gotta bombos the room, dude. Sometimes you just gotta bombos the room, man. Sometimes you just gotta bombos the room, dude. Oh, that's right. He's saving magic for Trinex. That's right. Can't do it. Yep. Okay. All right. So that is a very big jump for tjjoll here. Unfortunately, AryaStark is taking up some time trying to be conservative in this room. So here we go. We got Trinex in the summer home. 2, 3. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Oh, Arya is struggling. Oh, no. Oh, you hate to see this kind of thing happen. All right. Has to really take his time with this other head, though. No, why would you do that? Oh, you have another green potion. Oh, my heart be still. Okay. Then why did I just use bombos in the previous room? Now I'm angry. Two, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 3, and 4, and 5. All right, Trinex down for AryaStark. We know it won't be mitts. Well, we know it won't be anything because it's also it's the last dungeon item. Not annoying at all. Welcome to Enemizer. Alright, let's see if this green pendant turn-in is worth anything for Arya. Is TJ planning to hover? Getting ready for it, and no, that green pendant is Bubkiss. That is a Bubkiss green pendant. It's time to refill. Alright, so Arya will have to go to Desert Palace for those mitts. It's quite necessary. And it looks like will in fact be going there at this time. TJ is going to take another stab at this Vitreous atop Tower of Hera. But Titan's Mitt opens up so many other possibilities. I'm actually surprised. Wow, that dude has mastered the pot jump. Where can I learn this technique? And why can't it be from a Jedi? No, the struggle is so real in this room. Alright, no Mire, which means I believe AryaStark is pushing towards completion here. That's good. So far in this race, both runners have pulled ahead ever so slightly on a new item collection, and then the subsequent runner has picked up the item in a relatively short order following their acquisition of it. So AryaStark is only going to be a few minutes behind these Titan Smiths on Helmosaur here. And if something's on pedestal, which I don't know if that was checked, it's going to be 2 pendants ahead, with the last one being in ice, which is flipper locked. Wow, those eyes go real far. Their reach is extensive, and that is a very big shame. It might have been prudent to have hit the switch for the hearts. Alright, I respect TJ for trying again. That's right, TJ never got the flute off of Pyramid. These newfangled bomb strats, which may be old for you, depending on how you did it back in the day. Arya does not want to die in this fight. He will probably not let himself. There we go. Okay. Alright. So with those Titans mitts, that's going to be Misery Mire access for AryaStark, but while TJ is still without the flute sitting on Pyramid, no logical access to Ice Palace, and nothing on Dark Death Mountain that was of any help. Spike Cave is now in logic. Kind of surprised TJ didn't do that after Vitreous there. We're going to have a peek at Misery Mire here. It's possible we have the medallion to get in. We have the capability. We have access. Ah, Half Magic is a lovely sight. That cape has got to be a welcome sight, too. So, good stuff in Mire Shed today. I would have gotten that. Defense has been really hard in this seed. Alright, it's time to enter Misery Mire for AryaStark. This first room is always an adventure. The last thing you want to deal with in an Enemizer seed is a cluster of enemies in a tight passageway like that. We've already had that happen once. That secret passage chest in Uncle was a very, very oppressive check that both runners were very late to. There is an Argus in Skull Woods, so we do need a hook shot. It is, in fact, very impressive, especially with a fighter sword, and especially in that room. Very difficult fight right now. For all we know, the hookshot is in that side of Skull Woods. Neither runner opted to check that chest. Alright, so while TJ traces the steps of Arya Stark, being in Eastern Palace. Gonna get that Trinex. And yes, both of them definitely have Burna. All right, I'm not keeping track of TJ's potions, but hopefully he's got enough for this. Gets 3 hits on the main head, and then 1, and then 2, and then that'll take care of that one. So much cleaner for TJ here. That's a blue potion, so he'll be all right. Even if this is a nothing turn in here. The heart container and Misery Mire. That's one of the 2. Oop, stick your neck out for your homies. Alright, and that is the Ice Head down. There's our compass, so let's take a look. We have a acid blind. So that is very doable. Arya is opting to perhaps forego the cutscene chest at this time. Nice Trinex for TJ. Won't get him any rewards, but still a nice fight. I don't believe either runner has scouted pedestal. Where was the book? The book was in the back of Blind's hut. So by the time they got the book, they could have very easily have checked that. I wonder if TJ is going to opt to do a sequence break into Ice Palace here. The entire Smith chain is open to him. Or is this going to be another attempt at Vitreous / Spike Cave? There's your big key, and the spot you want to see at the least. All right, once more into the fire. Still looking for another item here in Misery Mire for Arya Stark. And there's Ether. I don't know if that was the required medallion for Turtle Rock. So it is. It is Ether. So that's access. That is access to Turtle Rock then for Arya Stark. Once again, shout out to Pool Float for that master hand. Shout out to Pool Float for getting that information out there where I failed to even notice it. Fully clearable, if not Argus, that is correct. Alright, bombs are softening up. Oh, flippers are absolutely in Turtle Rock. One or both of those things are in Turtle Rock. Because one or both of those things are always in Turtle Rock. Alright, that is yet another crystal for AryaStark. With a save and quit, locking it in. Still looking for a bow. We need a hook shot. We need flippers. Oh, TJ taking another unfortunate death on this Vitreous. Oh my goodness. Not having a great day, huh? I don't... Opting to leave one more time. Oh, what is that? Oh, he's collecting fairies, so this might be a smart move. I think AryaStark is doing some Dark Death Mountain stuff. May opt to go into TR here. Simultaneous portals. And finally, we're going to get to see Spike Cave. Finally. Finally, we're going to get this hook shot out of Spike Cave. Probably. Alright, doing fairy strats. And Arya in Turtle Rock. Probably not going to be Argus in here. Flippers in Spike Cave. And just like that, TJ turns the seat on its head once again. So that is something that AryaStark has absolutely good access to. And depending on how Turtle Rock helps him out here, might get to that, but that is one of the things we need. This is a very mean seed, yes. Alright, TJ making an incursion to Ice Palace. So finally, this race, well, not finally, but this race is once again getting a little spicy. So there were some really high health enemies that a hookshot would really help. And I learned a long time ago not to swing at those things on this tram. Once again, sometimes you just gotta bombos the room. Uh-oh. Easy. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of them. We have a lot of defense now in the form of heart containers. We're still taking oppressive damage. We have very little in the way of crowd control. We have a boomerang, which doesn't work on a lot of enemies. No hookshot. A very low strength sword. Neither runner has found another sword yet. Key for a key. TJ is attempting to icebreaker. Ooh, what a whiffa. Let's try again. One more time. Yeah, Boomerang just isn't fast enough to be reliable crowd control. Now, this icebreaker does save a lot of time in this dungeon, but you still don't want to give time back to your opponent like this. Smart burning the red Bari. TJ finally gets that icebreaker off and is rewarded with a map. Keeping his health topped off with that fairy down there as well. Another smart move. Nice twofer. And a compass and ice palace tells us we have Landless down here, so no trouble there. But this is our last pendant dungeon. And this does put Pedestal into logic. I have to imagine if tjjoll finds nothing in this dungeon, then that pedestal is getting pulled. And once again, I don't recall either runner checking it. There's a sword. We finally got it in level 2. And there's your Mire shield. We finally got a level 3. This could be one of those. That is a mean BMOS. That is a mean BMOS. Laser bridge item 1. It's 50 bucks. There's your compass. It is Landless, so another doable dungeon. 10 arrows. Just a handful of rice. And there's your small key. Your required requisite small key. So no trouble in Turtle Rock today, but also really no progression. Although the sword is nice. The sword is nice. So as our favorite tracker tonight is reminding me to do, just don't forget to give these two a follow. If you like seeing people play Enemizer tournaments, just link to the past in general. TJ and AryaStark are a couple of really good friends of mine. They're great people. Gotta give them a follow. While you're at it, give me a follow if you're into this kind of thing. I don't know if you are, but you can do that too. And once again, shout outs to Pooflo G for keeping me on my toes today. And that's Turtle Rock. That's a wrap on that. AryaStark goes up another crystal. And now with this Master Sword, possibly going to get this Vitreous. But, and I stress, but, not as hard as Sir Missile distressed but I stress, but, will he get those flippers at a Spike Cave? And that's our third pendant for tjjoll. With not a hint of anything useful in Ice Palace. Really putting all his chips down on that pedestal. Sick dodge, Arya. Alright, not even going to bother trying to hover. This is another thing we haven't seen. We have not seen this man under the bridge. This is very refreshing looking water, I must say, by the way. This is the nicest water I've ever seen in a pallet shuffle. Possibly vitreous? Possibly the shovel. Oh yeah, we're getting the shovel. Haha! Because we can do that now. This man lives in a van down by the river. And they took his van. Alright. I believe we are going to get a pedestal pull now. AryaStark torching some chumps on the way up this tower once again. Wisely deciding to go the Skull Woods route here. Because if that pedestal is a hookshot, we'll be able to clear this dungeon. So I know all of you watching the stream here tonight, this cold winter day, this is always the most exciting part of the seed for the viewers. A blind pedestal pull. And here we go. If you're not tired of seeing this boss yet, well, have more fun. Arya using this Burna to its potential maximum effect. Getting rid of these oppressive eyeballs, but watch out. Yeah, you didn't want to be stabbed. That's the hook shot in the basement of Skull Woods! Somebody please go punch GFE in the face! If this is Bo, I'm leaving. You guys can watch this stream silently. If this is a Bo, I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Finally, Vitreous goes down in Tower of Hera. So now AryaStark, just like that, is playing catch-up once again. And in fact, we'll get these flippers, but how long until it gets that hookshot? How long until that hookshot is acquired? We'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. All night long. Eventually, tjjoll is going to find that flute. Eventually. Is this what I think it is? This is the pedestal check, but it's not going through the Skull Woods route. Swamp Palace is looking a lot like an indoor pool right now. There's a very useless quake. Alright, your move, AryaStark. Going to 3. Is this for Skull Woods or Smith Chain? Let's see. Do we go north or do we go south? We are going south. Easy breezy spec shot for TJ. We are looking for a bow. Collectively, we're looking for a bow. tjjoll is looking for a flute. AryaStark is looking for hookshot and a bow. It's going to be some time before TJ gets into Turtle Rock because he needs that flute for it. If this bow is behind the hookshot, that will be pretty good for Arya because they'll bottleneck to it faster. But if this bow appears but not behind the hookshot, then could further send AryaStark down a rabbit hole, pushing him further away from that hookshot in Skull Woods, which is crazy that it's even a thing. Sheesh. Arya did pick up the shovel on top of Ether Tablet. We have another Trinex and Swamp Palace. Sheesh. Yeah, from the route AryaStark is taking, this will put him right nearby Swamp Palace. So, having just recently gotten flippers, I'd imagine we'll go into Swamp Palace first. 3 Trineces, and I'm sticking with that. Ew, it's gross. Get away. No bow. That's the last unaccounted item. Alright, if AryaStark is taking the portal, that means 2 things. First off, he's getting a Bombos Tablet. Alright, TJ setting up a diver down. And there's the boat. It is hookshot locked. So that's good news for AryaStark, if you're an AryaStark's fan. Now, there could be another one out there. But now TJ needs to get this flute off of the pyramid. And unfortunately, this is Ice Palace for AryaStark. But fortunately, not going into Swamp Palace. I'm not sure we're going to see Pyramid right after Swamp Palace here for TJ, and I'll tell you why. Tower of Hera is the other red crystal. Now, I have to imagine that TJ will probably take another stab at Vitreous. Now armed with the bow, we'll have a much, much easier time of it. So then he can take the red bomb over to the pyramid and get 3 checks rather than just 1. However, I could be wrong, and I'll just go to pyramid anyway. Oh, we're doing the dance. We're doing the dance. There you go. In Technicolor. Alright, so that is Swamp Palace for tjjoll. And our 3rd Trinex of the seed. Hilarious. Remember, this is winner take all. That is a save and quit. Probably going to start on the mountain now. Going to give another shot at this. Okay, I'm wrong. I am wrong. I am incorrect. Oh, he's going to Palace of Darkness with a bow. Got it. Okay. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I think the last item is on the boss here in Ice Palace. Oop. We've all done that once or twice. This seed has been really oppressive. Yeah, the last item is going to be on the boss here, which is Landless. That is correct. Landless. Take another fall. Don't pretend like you've never done it. tjjoll on his way to fight the third Trinex in the seed. Just everybody loves that. I just find it so hard to believe that neither Arya nor TJ got that last chest out of the back of Skull Woods. And I find it even more hard to believe that it was called about half an hour ago. No, like 40 minutes ago. How long ago? It's been a very long time. Yeah, now Arya can nope out of there. And now I pose the question that No Mercy posed back in 1995. Where do you go? Where are we flying to? It's 4. We're going to Swamp Palace. So Arya is going to waste some time in here. Meanwhile, TJ is picking up the pace. Getting right back on track here. Assuming this Trinex goes down in a timely fashion. Yeah, Arya is giving all this time back to tjjoll. 3 hammer Trinexes. Non-Nexes. Three bosses with 3 heads, 1 fire, 1 ice. Call it whatever you will, there's 3 of them. It's a pain in the neck. It's still a banger, isn't it, huh? The song is great. It's a great song. Was it in Spanish or was it the English version? Because the English version is okay, but the Spanish version is much better. tjjoll is starting at the mountain cave. This is going to be Vitreous one more time. Nope, it's going to be Hookshot Cave. It's gonna be Hookshot Cave first. TJ is looking for any and all edges he can possibly get. Not seeing spec shot for AryaStark. Has to do this the old-fashioned way. So once again, I'd like to point out, this is game 3. Both runners have 1 win. The winner of this race will advance in the tournament, and the loser of the race will have to say goodbye. All right, we know there's a sword in Turtle Rock. There's 2 more out there somewhere. There's one in Hookshot Cave. That's helpful. It's exactly the kind of thing he was looking for. Good call. Once more into the breach for tjjoll. Setting up a bootsless Harapot. Not successful. 1 more try. Nope. There you go. Just burn them. Just burn them. Yeah, possibly went out of whack because to pick up the item, and still no. Just opting to take a climb. And AryaStark is about to get some very, very bad news. I believe that this is it. Like, this is the absolute... This and Skullwood's the absolute last locations. Let's hope AryaStark didn't mark off 2 items in Skullwoods. That would be very upsetting. And yes, it is another Trinex. Hardy har har. Alright, now do you go back to Skullwoods? Flute to 3, flute to 3, flute to 3. Flute to 3. tjjoll is going to have a much easier time with this fight now, but still not really that free. This Master Sword is definitely helping. At this point, I just shoot arrows from the side, yeah. How about that hook shot, huh? All right, the old nemesis has finally been defeated. And there's your hookshot for AryaStark. Why are you mad? This one's your fault. This one's on you, homie. This one's on you, homie. Don't be mad at something just because you made a choice. It's very frustrated fire rod shots here. Alright, so now I have to imagine TJ is going to get the big bomb, take it to the pyramid, and then get the flute, but we'll still need ether, which is in Misery Mire. Everything is coming together as I have foreseen it. This fight is no fun on this conveyor belt, by the way. Don't let this boss get you, Arya. Uh-oh. And there you go, get the red one. Good job. Nicely done. Very, 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 very good. And just got 2 scoops the rest. 2 scoops. 2 scoops. And there's your flute, TJ. Wait. Wait, did he see it? I'm sure he's gonna get it. I'm sure he's gonna get it. It's really hard to tell who's ahead in this. AryaStark's just got the hook shot. We'll probably head back to Swamp Palace to finish it off. We'll get a bow, and then I'll put AryaStark in go mode. TJ will need to activate this flute, go to Misery Mire, find ether, and then take it to Turtle Rock. Flute to 4? Yes, sir. I don't believe TJ has finished Skullwoods yet. Pretty sure that tjjoll will have a sword advantage unless Arya decides to do Hookshot Cave on the way to GT or finds another sword somewhere else. There's your half magic, which would have really done wonders for TJ a long time ago. So TJ's go mode item is going to be this ether, which will be in this dungeon. So both runners are in their correct placements for their go mode item. I believe Arya will get there first. So I believe well, Arya looks to be in the lead here. tjjoll will have to go through this, finish off Skullwoods, and go through Turtle Rock. Once AryaStark is done with this, we'll have to go to Palace of Darkness and then hit GT. So it appears that AryaStark is quite favorably in the lead right now. And trying a left side diver down, which I believe is much harder. And there's the bow. So that puts AryaStark in go mode 142 minutes in. and is still looking for weapon upgrades, which is probably a good idea in Enemizer. You never know what you're going to run into. These bosses have been really impressive. Probably not going to run into another Trinex, at least. Other than the 3 we've already seen. All right, we got one more of these triple jerk faces to take care of in Palace of Darkness. I mean, if this is Chaos Shuffle, I guess it could happen. Alright. Arya getting through the Trinex and Swamp Palace, a death would have put him pretty far behind. Yeah, if I had to guess, TJ probably took a look at his success rate on bosses with the equipment he had and probably decided to just leave Skullwoods again for later. Alright, so AryaStark will have to go to pod here, finish that off. Big question mark on whether or not we'll be going into Hookshot Cave for the last, well, not the last sword, but the next sword. It sure is one of those Enemizers, isn't it? Oops, all Trinex. And a trip into Palace of Darkness for AryaStark. Heading on in. Probably making a beeline for this boss. Meanwhile, TJ is about to pick up Ether. There it is. That's go mode for TJ at 145.50. But we'll still have to do this as well as Skullwoods and then finish off in Turtle Rock. Yeah, TJ will not skip the sword in Turtle Rock, so we'll more than likely be finishing on Tempered. Arya might be skipping Hookshot Cave. I can see that happening. It's far more likely that TJ will get his Tempered than his AryaStark. And remember, sometimes you just gotta bombo some fools. But also remember that some enemies are fire resistant. So in case you weren't tired of seeing it, here it is again. Three Trinex, 2 times. How many necks is that? 18 necks. We still may get a nice Trinex. TJ on the way to clean up Skull Woods. Well, Arya will make his way up the mountain, heading to Ganon's Tower. And it appears this long, arduous, and very trying seed is about to hit its denouement. Oh boy, no mercy shown to our runners here. Everybody's out for blood. Out for blood. These numbers out for blood. So I'm pretty sure there has to be a sword in Ganon's Tower somewhere. Arya might get it. Arya is skipping Hookshot Cave. All right. Arya is the first one in GT at 150.13. TJ is fighting Argus. This is Blueberry Argus. Now, sword, there's likely to be silvers in here, as well as another sword. This should be here already. I guess we're not finding it then, huh? Master Sword silverless for AryaStark it is. Well, honestly, all you people calling for 22, that was probably the worst place that could have been in this scene. And very well done fight for TJ getting down Arius in Skull Woods. We'll have quite a bit of catching up to do going through this Turtle Rock, but is likely to have the sword advantage, if that even counts for anything. Oh boy. You gotta love the old Hinox and the switch room technology. Oh yeah, we're also definitely not seeing an Ice Trinex. Sorry, people. The efficiency and efficacy of the hookshot should definitely not be understated in Enemizer. Can definitely not be understated. It is a quick shooting item that can kill a lot of random enemies and stun some very problematic ones. Boy, everybody loves their ice physics, right? I don't know if this room is better or worse. Well, Arya walked out unscathed. Sorry, guys, no Trinex in here today. Just a plain old ordinary Armos fight. Well, my favorite boss to fight in here is Arias. Actually, Trinex in this room is really fun. Sometimes Trinex will open the door upon his shell exploding. And if he shifts far enough outside the room, then there's potential for the door to open. And then the snake neck can chase you into the following room. And it's quite adventurous. AryaStark may opt to check some of the chests on the way up here, but I have to imagine is feeling really pressured on time. After last, oh my gosh. After last locating Hookshot in Skull Woods, I can't imagine that Arya is feeling very good about where he's sitting in the seed. But by that same token, you really don't want to do Master Sword Silverless. What a disappointing room. This is the funniest room in Enemizer. There's your silvers. What a lucky pull. Right now, AryaStark is like, finally, some decent luck. I have to imagine this is a moth, right? Nope, it's just, oh my god, it's disgusting. Ugh. Ugh, god, it's awful. Ugh, get it away from me. Pulls out the hammer, uses sword spins anyway. Oh god, get it away. It's gross. It's awful. Hideous. Oh my god. Nice sword and validation chest. Whew. I apologize for nothing. Alright, we're gonna have an extra trident toss here. Ganon. Oh, neat. How'd that happen? Usually have to do a spin to make that work. Meanwhile, TJ is making his way over to the final crystal. But Arya is already well into this Ganon fight. It's going to take, like, I think 10 falls for TJ to catch up. Nice shot. Ein, zwei, drei. Oh, almost. And that's the ball game. Mercifully, Ganon explodes. And AryaStark will be your winner for this particular seed. Moving on from this particular group, advancing in the tournament, official time 157.53. Good game to AryaStark. And tjjoll follows with a forfeit, mercifully putting this particular insanity to a conclusion. This was a very frustrating scene, I have to imagine. That would hope we have some interviews coming, because that was something that needs to be talked about. That was a nightmare seed. It was a very, very oppressive seed. It wasn't a particularly bad Enemizer, but the item placements were hell. Hell. My gosh. Well, it's over. That turns out GT is a really friendly place if you suffer through everything else. Seed kind of just gave up. Now we are joined by AryaStark and tjjoll. I'd say good game, but I think you both know I would be lying.
We're very lucky my Super NT is still intact at this moment. It almost went across my room about 4 times.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, good times. Screw this game. GG's, Arya. Have fun in the next round, because I got no heart for this right now. So, GG's.
GG's.
That was... you both...
Let me go with exercise and futility, because I think that's what it was on my end.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, so you had both actually had a lot of trouble with the glove in the escape way there in the secret passage.
That was almost my first rage quit till I looked at the clock and went, okay, it's too early to do that.
I noticed you paused for a minute. And I'm like, don't tell me.
I was almost done. Like I
noticed, yeah.
It was in my head the whole time. I was like, don't do that.
Right.
Arya doesn't deserve that. Neither does the comms and trackers that came together. But it's like, man, I'm mad.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Turns out you both got that at the exact same time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Turns out you both got that at the exact same time. So, yeah, you both went to Desert Palace before getting your boots. So neither of you had that Burna right off the bat. This wasn't a particularly bad Enemizer.
Not at all.
But the item placement was oppressive.
Yeah, if you do it out of order and get stubborn, it gets bad real fast.
Yeah, like not having the hookshot in Enemizer is seriously just you feel it, right?
Oh yeah, it's the mode's not playable without a hookshot.
Yeah,
if you get like a hookshot optional seed, if you can hover, you might as well just call it a day.
And just the worst swords in existence here. There was one. The only sword we didn't. We found all 4 swords. The sword.
There's one in GT somewhere.
That's my tempered sword. Check number 27 available.
Did you skip Hookshot Cave?
So yeah, Hookshot Cave had a sword.
Yeah, I felt well, I mean, we talked briefly in the race room and then in setup here. Like, we both felt horrendous about this seed.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
I mean, obviously, I'm muted because we're on restream here, and a couple of people pop into chat, and I'm just typing like, I feel 10 million miles behind.
Yes.
So at that point, it was just like,
yeah.
nope, I'm not touching anything that is not like on my way to the big key or on the climb, and that's it.
Yeah.
I just can't.
So-
and then I lockboxed into silvers and tempered sword on the climb.
Oh, nice. I memed Ped because I was so mad. I'm like, I need to do something else.
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate miss on the flute on Pyramid. That was probably what set you back more time than all of your vitreous deaths, which was,
157.
yeah, probably. I think 3. I think there were 3 very valiant attempts on that particular boss, but like honestly, the flute being left on Pyramid probably did more harm to you than anything else.
Yeah, I forgot I never went up there because I just
Yeah.
when I went through pod, got killed in the dark, went on tilt, and I was like, screw it, where can I
Right.
go?
So
about it.
like when you finally got Darkhold access, getting that glove, I saw you make a beeline for pod, and I was trying to like feel out your thought process. I had to imagine getting that glove when you did probably made you feel pretty behind. You had to make a Hail Mary play just going right there.
That was exactly it.
Yeah. So
It was
that's
just like, okay, if there's something in here and I rush this before actually being able to do it, maybe it's a bonus. When I pulled absolutely nothing, I was like, oh
Nothing
boy,
in
I'm
there.
done. I'm done.
absolutely nothing in there.
I've been waiting for the
Meanwhile-
done since about 120.
Yeah. So Arya's both of you missed the hook shot the first time you were in Skullwoods. Neither of you decided to go all the way there.
There was
That's
no way
the
I was
one
going.
thing.
There was no
Yeah.
way I was going back there.
That's
I
the
would
one
do
thing
that.
I do kind of actually feel a little bit bad about.
Mhm.
Like, in terms of, like, a lot of stuff didn't tie together great. Like, I made a couple of
Yeah.
plays that definitely didn't work, but that was the one where I was like, I got caught in between going, should I just try to be thorough and check that? I know it's not, I know I can't beat it if the item's on Argus, it's a time sink.
Mhm.
But I could easily just go back there if it is the item. I know that Argus is just a clear later, and then I'm going to be saving, quitting, going up the mountain anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
that when that hook shot was there, oh gosh, I was just like dead
yeah.
in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I had some choice words for the game.
Yeah, it was fortunate that hookshot was locking a bow. I think if you had gotten a bow that wasn't hookshot locked, that probably would have taken you a much longer time to get to that hookshot. Well, maybe not much longer, but it certainly would have taken you away from it even more. tjjoll would have closed the gap a little further. As it was, TJ had just finished Turtle Rock as you were finishing. So
I had no execution to close any gap today,
Mm.
100%. So I mean, regardless, either way, I mean, and Arya's a great player, so
right. Well, the bosses weren't doing you anything. We got like 3 Trineces.
well,
It's
they were fine as long as I went in with absolutely no safeties to fight them. Then they were
Right.
okay. But when I went in with 2 bottles, I got my butt whooped. So
Uh-huh. 3 hammer Trinexes. Trineces. I don't know what the hell's the plural of that. We had a discussion.
I don't know.
We couldn't come to
let's just go with awful.
Sure.
Awful's
Yeah. Yeah. Just really impressive items. Yeah. Terrible mitts, but I guess that was kind of telegraphed.
I literally laughed about it because as I was going to I'm like, mitts are on this boss, 100%. They're nowhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was wondering about Spike Cave when we had that burner. Those flippers were in logic pretty early.
They sure were.
Yeah. So I'm being told that the next matchup for you, AryaStark, is going to be GFE going into this next round.
The
Good luck.
Enemizer King himself.
Right. Yeah. and I got to tell you, GFE called every item in the seed about 30 minutes in.
Well, I mean, that's
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my feet up, so enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, just
No,
go get yourself some hot cocoa. Go lay down under a warm blanket because it's cold outside.
You should be up here.
No, thank you. I'll stay down here where it's somewhat temperate.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Totally
I about by the way had a complete and total laughing meltdown at that sword and that that Moltorm chest.
Oh, that would have been great.
After, like that GT was like, here's a small key, here's a big key in the hope room. Now climb. You go to climb. Here's silvers. Here's a sword. Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Thanks
Finish the game, go home.
Thank you so much for playing my terrible seed. Now here's everything you think you need on the way.
Well, yeah. Again, like I was telling TJ in the race room, I never stare down race rooms during races, even when I'm on restream most of the time. And like I was so miserable in this one, I just kept glancing over. I'm like, is he done? Is he done? And then when I saw small key, big key, I'm like, oh, okay. The reason he's not done is because he's doing Master Sword Silverless, and that's taking a little bit of time.
No, I said the same thing. I never watch a race room, and I've had the race room up since about an hour.
I don't need that kind of anxiety, so I get it.
Yeah, same thing. I
was
prefer
like,
to just
please
play
let this be over. I don't want to forfeit, but just please let this end.
Yeah, it's over. You don't have to worry. It's done.
Good.
Seed can't hurt us anymore.
No, it cannot.
Except for the collected trauma that we'll take with us.
I always make a joke with my teammate Jetto Man that when you have seeds like this, you put them on an SD card, go light a fire, and throw them in it. I'm thinking about it.
Well, there's only up from here, right?
Probably. You know.
Man, we'll see.
Will you play this game too? Come on, be honest.
These seeds are seeds.
They're a thing. They exist. They're a thing that exists.
Yeah, it's the boogeyman. It's the boogeyman. Yeah. These seeds are the boogeyman. This seed is the seed that people who don't like to play Enemizer use to show people why they don't like to play Enemizer.
Yep. It's not all that hard, but when you mess up everything, it's awful.
Yep. It's not oppressive until it decides it needs to be.
Yeah. Good way to put it.
Yeah. All right, well, good game to you both. This was a very entertaining race. You guys had a very wide range of routes, and both had different items, different item collections. It was fun to watch. It was a good and fun race, and both of you made very similar mistakes, very similar good decisions. It was a very good race to put on a stream, and I think everybody enjoyed watching. And you guys gave me a lot to talk about doing solo commentary in the booth, so that was great. I appreciate you guys for that.
Kill that every time. Come on.
I appreciate that little poem. All right. I think we'll ship you out here and let you guys go your separate ways. And good game to you both again. Thank you again. And hopefully, Arya, good luck to you in the future races.
Yeah, thank you. I've got 2 left in this tournament from what it sounds like.
Well, maybe just go to Skullwoods next time.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Never stop. Just keep going.
All right. Well, thank you both very much for this. So that'll probably wrap it up here for us here. Thanks again to my tracker Pool Float G with a lot of underscores in between. Appreciate that. You can't pronounce them without the underscores. That's great. I've had an absolutely wonderful time commenting this race, even though I had nobody to bounce off of. I think bouncing off myself can be pretty fun too. So I appreciate you guys indulging me and giving me a hard time in chat too, and keeping me on my toes. That was great. So keep your eye out for more of the 2024 Enemizer tournament coming at you. This was a lot of fun. A lot more fun coming at you guys down the line. A lot of cool stuff coming. So be on the lookout for more of that. And with that, I will bid you adieu. Have a wonderful night. Stay warm and be excellent to each other.